Hi, I'm Tammy Fontana with All in the Family Counseling Center Private Limited. Today I'm talking about a common phenomena that a lot of parents have. Many people think of parenting as something you do, but parenting is actually an emotive activity. It's an emotional activity. And depending on your childhood, which nobody escapes unscathed, for those of us who have had childhoods that were difficult, maybe unstable, you maybe had parents struggling with mental health issues or addiction, or you had financial insecurity. Parenting for you can be challenging because we parent the way we've been parented. From 0 to 4 and 4 to 7 are the most critical periods in a child's life. So at a pre-verbal where you don't have conscious memory, you internalize a lot of the ways you were parented. And then when you go and have your own children, these unconscious impulses that come up as feelings can produce challenges for you. And one of the things that I often have parents struggling with is they will tell me how they feel guilty all the time. They're really worried about being a bad child. They are very anxious. I have a lot of people who get a lot of anxiety around their child sleeping, when their child cries. They have a lot of difficulty sort of separating out the intense feelings that whatever their child's doing is producing in them. And then these intense feelings of guilt or feeling like a bad parent, feeling worried, feeling anxious that they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, makes it hard for them to actually parent in a proper way in terms of what the child needs. Because what happens in these cases, children are just being children. They're just doing their thing. But whatever they do produces a feeling in us. And if we are not really good at self-reflection, introspection, being aware of our feelings and how they are influencing us, and most people aren't because these are really subtle feelings, what can happen is the child is behaving as a child. They keep doing something that is maybe producing a feeling in you that is making you feel like in this moment I don't like my kid, or maybe in this moment I'm feeling powerless. Or maybe in this moment, I'm feeling exhausted and I feel tired and I don't want to be a parent. And these are all really negative feelings. And we live in a world right now that says you're not supposed to have those feelings, or parenting doesn't produce these feelings. Heck yes, they do. Parenting is really hard. So when people get these feelings of frustration, powerlessness, anger, perhaps in that moment not liking their kid or not liking being a parent, they get really scared. And they try and suppress those feelings because they think the feeling is the problem. Feeling's not the problem, but they think the feeling is a problem. And the more they try and suppress, while the child keeps doing things that are making them feel this feeling that they're trying to suppress, they're white knuckling, they're not able to see the kid, and then it can happen where they explode in anger or rage and are too aggressive or punitive. Because what's happening is, in their attempt to suppress these feelings that they don't want to feel, that they don't even want to acknowledge that they're feeling, their unconscious mind says we need to get that kid to stop doing what they're doing so we can stop feeling what we don't want to acknowledge we're feeling. And then you explode. And then, you can be too aggressive. You may even be too harsh or vengeful or punitive. And then once the feeling passes, then you're filled with remorse and guilt, and then you tend to be overindulgent. And this is this period of overindulgent, too harsh, all because you're having a hard time dealing with feelings you're feeling that you didn't know are okay, that the feeling isn't a problem. And this is a lot of what therapy helps people to deal with, is the emotional side of parenting, to learn how to be self-reflective and introspective. And if this is a pattern that you're having, this is how therapy helps you. Because to be a parent, parenting can't be about you. We cannot parent from places of guilt. We cannot parent needing our kids' approval. We cannot parent when we feel powerlessness. Feeling powerless is often because we didn't get some of the right parenting skills or techniques from our own childhood, or we didn't learn them, or we don't have good understanding of child development, brain development. And these are all things that I help parents address in therapy and also with their relationship. So if this sounds familiar, these are things that I help people to do. I help you feel powerful. I help you make sense of these really confusing and upsetting feelings and put them in their place. And I help you to learn how to see your child so that you can give your child what you need, not respond to your emotions or feelings about you. This is, parenting is a very much an emotional activity. So if you'd like more information, you can reach out and contact me. All the details are in the link below. Thank you and have a good day.